Body armor can save your life. If you're on the job, you probably know that. I spent 13 years on the job wearing body armor, and I did not go out a single shift without it. However, there are three dangers when it comes to wearing body armor that almost nobody talks about. And number one is one that can actually mean the difference between life and death. Number three, how your body armor fits. I can't tell you how many officers I've met over the years that when I see how they're wearing their body armor, it's completely wrong. Either it's too tight, too loose, they're wearing it too high up, or it's not secured high enough and it's actually too low. I've seen it all over the years, helping people with their max drive vest to be fitted under their body armor. I've seen every kind of fit imaginable, and I've seen some horrific fits on police officers. I know that some agencies actually take the time to fit their officers to their body armor, and other agencies just kind of give a rough size to the officer and they leave it up to the officer to have the fit done. So they're adjusting the shoulders and they're adjusting the cummerbund and side straps. And most officers don't know what they're doing when it comes to sizing their armor. So they just kind of put it on in a way that kind of feels right to them. Absolutely wrong. There are guidelines that the body armor companies have put forth about how you should wear your body armor. And most police officers never read them. It comes on a little piece of paper that comes in the box with your body armor, or you have to go dig somewhere on the body armor manufacturer's website to find out how. Taking the time to make sure your body armor is properly fitted to you is one of the best things you could do. Not only will it be more comfortable, it will also keep you safer in the event you do get shot. Many times when officers get shot, one of the reasons why they end up more injured than they really should have been otherwise is because of poor fit. And a lot of times when officers are shot and the bullet doesn't hit their vest, many times it's attributed to improper fit of their body armor. So one of the things that you can do right away if you're on the job and you wear body armor is make sure it is properly fit to you, to your body, and make sure that those little adjustments are done based on how you wear your uniform and what you're doing, getting it out of your car, whatever it might be, because those little adjustments can mean the difference between survival and not surviving. Number two is heat mitigation. Most officers know that wearing body armor is at times unbearable, and the heat buildup beneath your vest can be distracting. And this distraction can lead to different things on the job. And of course, mostly getting hurt or getting killed. You're on a job where you need to be locked in. You need to be focused. You can't have your mind drifting to how uncomfortable you are and how hot and sweaty and miserable you are while you're wearing your body armor. So taking steps to make the body armor more comfortable and giving yourself the maximum amount of ventilation and cooling and comfort while wearing your body armor is actually something directly tied to your safety. One of the reason why I invented the Max Drive vest was I found myself with my mind wandering to how uncomfortable I was with my body armor. I was hot, I was miserable, I was sweaty, I was soaking in my own sweat. And then it went to the next level when I started breaking out in a rash and I got a skin infection caused by my body armor. And now I'm on the job. I got this painful rash underneath on my abs and on my back. And I'm thinking about that and how uncomfortable I am while I'm sitting there on a call dealing with someone who may have bad intentions for me. So I decided something had to be done. I tried changing my shirt midway through the shift. I tried baby powder and Gold Bond powder and different creams and all this stuff. None of it worked. So I ultimately developed the Max Drive vest, which was something that was going to give a little bit of separation between my body armor and my undershirt and allow some air to flow under there to let heat escape and let cool ambient air in and hot air out. And also to let my undershirt dry out more than it would otherwise, because now it had that separation and that airflow, keeping me much drier, cooler, and more comfortable. And even in the winter months, when it was cold out, you still overheat when you have that body armor sucked against your body and you're wearing your thermal shirts. And that moisture is what makes you cold. Moisture is an enemy in the wintertime. Any outdoorsman knows that. So the Max Drive vest helps that moisture and that trapped heat escape also in the cold weather months, keeping you drier and ultimately warmer and more comfortable in the cold weather months. So no matter what you do when it comes to wearing body armor, you want to make sure you're taking care of that trapped moisture and not keeping it against your body. The Max Drive vest is the number one solution to help take care of that. But whatever it is you're trying to do to mitigate this, you got to make sure you take care of it, because it could go down a road that could be painful, miserable, and unbearable, and ultimately lead you to losing focus, which could put you in danger on the job. Number one is one that most people don't think about, and I've seen this play out in real time. A lot of cops wearing body armor feel like because they have body armor on, they have this sense of invincibility. as I stated earlier, a lot of cops wearing body armor aren't wearing it properly to begin with. And those who are wearing it are distracted by how uncomfortable they are. So that's also another thing. But the false sense of security that body armor gives so many officers leads to a lack of tactics and, in some cases, lack of training. I know so many cops who go out there without the proper training and not knowing the proper tactics because they feel like they're a little bit invincible because they got body armor on. However, that false sense of security, just simply wearing some 3A body armor, is dangerous. And going out there with that false sense of security, that false courage, thinking I'm going to be okay, I can be weak in my tactics or lax in my training because I'm wearing body armor, that is a deadly mistake. And we've seen in many cases can lead to deadly consequences for police officers. I tell guys all the time, I travel around the country talking to guys about armor. I've specialized in body armor for the last 10 years now. I've gone to meet with some of the top companies out there. And of course, working with the Max Dry Vest and creating the Max Dry Vest for body armor, all different brands across all spectrums. I have talked to so many officers who have told me that they have that sense of invincibility because they have the armor on. And the fact is, if you don't have the training to go with that armor, the armor isn't going to really help that much in a lot of situations. And as we know, soft armor can only stop the handgun rounds. And if you're going into a situation where there's a rifle involved, you better have your tactics sound because nothing's going to stop some of that unless you have a plate carrier with hard plates. So I tell guys all the time, having your armor on and being comfortable wearing that armor is important, but nothing trumps training. Nothing trumps having the proper tactics employed on calls and having the training under your belt before you go on those calls to help keep you safe and alive, no matter what body armor you're wearing. Wearing body armor is part of the job. We know it. We can't get around it. And most agencies, of course, now mandate it, rightfully so. So if you're going to go out there, you're going to be wearing body armor for 8, 10, 12 hours, do yourself a favor and follow these guidelines. Make sure it fits properly. Make sure you have something to help with the heat mitigation and the sweat and moisture mitigation. And make sure you have the training to know that you're not solely dependent on this body armor. Make sure you have the trainings and the tactics down to keep you safe and ultimately keep you alive and get you home at the end of your shift. That's what we're all about here at 221B Tactical, keeping you mission ready. The mission for most of you is going out there and protecting and serving. And the ultimate mission is to make it home alive. And when you have your training in place with the right gear, coupled with that high level training, that helps you eliminate the impossible, which is what we're all about here at 221B Tactical. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. And if you like this kind of content, you're on the job or you wear body armor or you're in that tactical space, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, hit that bell for the notification. That way you'll be notified when new videos drop like this or dropping free knowledge and content to our mission ready community, helping people eliminate the impossible. But also share this video. If you find that it's helpful and there's someone that you work with or someone that you know who's on the job, share this video with them because sharing is the greatest form of flattery around here. If you're looking for great gear, especially for body armor, heat mitigation in the cold weather or hot weather months, head over to 221btactical.com. Check out all of our gear there for cold weather, hot weather, and just general everyday police, patrol, and civilian use, by the way. Great gear. A lot of the gear comes with 90-day warranty, lifetime guarantee, you name it. It's there. High quality gear at prices that you can afford. That is what we are all about at 221B Tactical. Helps the channel as well. So thank you for your purchase in advance. And if you have questions about body armor, anything related with body armor or tactical gear in general, drop a comment below or send us a message. You could also email us at sales@221btactical.com. 24/7, our team is ready to answer your questions and receive your comments about what you want to hear about next. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Remember, always watch their hands, watch your six, and stay safe out there. Training keeps you mission ready, and being mission ready helps you eliminate the impossible. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.